Welcome back everybody. So how are you all? Today I gonna start unsupervised learning. You can see on the screen our topic name and I have written introduction. So first of all I will give an introduction about unsupervised learning, and what we're gonna do is that first of all definition, then multiple daily life examples, and then difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning through a diagram, and finally some examples through diagrams. So stay tuned till the end to get full knowledge about unsupervised learning. So let's get started. So what is unsupervised learning? Well, it is a way to approach different outputs with same set of data, or the proper definition is unsupervised learning allows us to approach problems with little or no idea what our result should look alike. We can derive structures from data where we do not necessarily know the effect of the variable. So, what I mean by that is, let's have a cup of coffee in which I have a data. So, if I add some amount of sugar, then if I add a little bit sugar, then I have a different type of output. But if I add a huge amount of sugar, then it will be more sugary, then that will be another output. But we change the amount of selection of data, that is the amount of sugar we have changed, so we get different type of outputs. So this is a way of approaching this. So let's understand it better. We can derive this structure by clustering the data based on relations among the variable in the data. That means that we can derive the structures, we can derive multiple things, multiple outputs based on the relationships among the variable in the data. That means that how we organize their data, how the our algorithm organize this data, so that makes the our output, that makes the output dependent on the how we choose the variables in our data. So let's take another example. I have a pool and it is very dirty. So what I do is, if I add chlorine, that is for cleaning purpose, on one side of the pool, then we have a data where a output where we have a pool with one section clean and another rest one is still dirty. But what happen if we change the collection of data, that is, if I add chlorine on the other side, then we have another output in which another side of the pool is clean but the rest of it is dirty. But what if I add in the center, then we have another output. So this how unsupervised learning works. For different relations of data, we get different outputs. So this is basic understanding of unsupervised learning. So with the unsupervised learning, there is no feedback based on the prediction results. So we do not know what the result may look like, because it totally depends on the how your learning algorithm, we can say, gather the data. So that's how unsupervised learning works. So let's take more daily life examples. So clustering. First of all, let's talk about what is clustering. We take a collection of 1 million different genes. Genes are basically the smallest unit of our DNA through which our body is made, and find a way to automatically group these genes into groups that are somehow similar or related by different variables. That means that such as lifespan, location, sorry, roles, and so on. So this means that we group different genes on the basis of their lifespan, their location, their roles, and so on. So in clustering, we makes different clusters. So that is clustering. So what is non-clustering? the cocktail party algorithm. It is a party algorithm which is used in case of some criminal activities in some party or clubs that areas, which allows you to find structures in chaotic environment. That is, we find individual voices and music from a mesh of sound at a party. What I mean by that, I elaborate that. See, we go into a party, then there happens some criminal activity. Then police use this cocktail party algorithm which allows them to identify different voices like mine, my friends, or the murderers, 2 3 murderers which are talking about their plan. So that's how they can get what was the plan, who are doing that, then they can match the voices. So this how cocktail party algorithm works. It gathers whole the data and align them into different groups according to its own mind or own algorithm which we feed in them. So next example is pattern recognition. We recognize different patterns, grouping images, transcribing audios. That means that we have a picture, but we want to find some clues in that. So we use this pattern recognition that groups different images and find out some thing which we can get in the image, and by the use of that we can work more efficiently so that we do not have to work ourselves to get some patterns in that. So we use these algorithms. Next one is inventory management. That is, these are mainly used in hotels or big hotels where robots are mainly working. So what this does is this identify different objects like sleepers or bed sheet and align them in different boxes of the shelf according to its grouping algorithm. And then this how we do not require multiple peoples or single person which gets everyday salary. So that's how our algorithm works very fine and makes all the things assemble in a row or in a different groups to help us more and more. So these are some example. Let's move on. So this is supervised learning. In supervised learning what we does is we use some algorithms to separate the datas, like here circles are different than stars, so we use a straight line, or we can do more particular thing to more particular lines or some other things to make it more sophisticated. So that's how supervised learning works. But in case of unsupervised learning, we group these data like the above circles are different group and the down ones are different, so we circle them. We says our algorithm says that, oh, these are some other circles and these are others, so I should align these data according to its location, we can say, or its availability where it is available. So this is how unsupervised learning works. So let's go on. So this is social networking analysis. It is also a algorithm where it on its own group different peoples of same color. Here I gave different colors, but you can also give multiple things like age or where do they study, different colleges, like some students study in this college A, some students study in college B. So it will automatically checkouts and circles different colleges students. So this how unsupervised learning works. So thank you for watching. That's all for today. So please consider like this video and subscribing our channel. So this is our channel, Rindhana Ale Coder. So please like this video and watch these videos too, so that you understand better from starting, so that you do not lose path from where should I start, what should I do first. So you must learn first what is machine learning, then what is supervised learning, and with classification and regression I have told you about that. So please be on the track. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye to all.